Welcome to the magical world of storytelling, my friends. Today's video is all about the power of storytelling and how it has shaped our world as we know it. From the earliest civilizations to the present day, storytelling has played a crucial role in human communication and creativity. And I, for one, am absolutely fascinated by it. In this video, we'll be exploring the fascinating history of storytelling across various cultures and time periods. We'll be delving into the techniques and methods used by famous storytellers throughout history, and how they have influenced modern storytelling in today's digital age. We'll be taking a deep dive into the evolution of storytelling from its humble beginnings as an oral tradition to the many forms of digital media that we have today. But it's not just about history and techniques, my friends. We'll also be exploring the personal impact that storytelling has had on my own life, and how it has helped me to connect with people from all walks of life. I'll be sharing some of my favorite stories and personal experiences with you all, and I hope that you will be inspired to share your own stories in the comments below. So why is storytelling so important to me, you may ask? Well, my friends, it's simple. Storytelling is a way for us to connect with each other on a deeper level. It's a way for us to share our experiences, our hopes, and our dreams with one another. And in a world that can often feel divided and disconnected, storytelling has the power to bring us all together. So, I invite you all to join me on this journey of discovery and exploration as we dive deep into the art of storytelling. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that you never miss a moment of the magic. Let's get started. Now that we've discussed the power of storytelling, let's dive into its history. It's no surprise that storytelling has been a part of human communication since ancient times. From cave paintings to oral traditions, humans have been sharing stories for as long as we can remember. Different cultures have their own unique storytelling traditions, from African griots to Native American oral histories to European fairy tales. These stories not only entertain but also pass down cultural values and traditions from one generation to the next. As time passed, storytelling evolved with it. The invention of the written word allowed stories to be recorded and shared across great distances, giving rise to epic poems and classic literature. And now, with the rise of digital media, stories can be shared with the world at lightning speed. It's amazing to see how storytelling has adapted and changed over the years. But one thing remains constant: the power of a good story to captivate, inspire, and connect us all. So next time you hear a great story, take a moment to appreciate the rich history and tradition behind it. And we're back. Now that we've covered the basics of storytelling, let's delve a little deeper into some of the most famous stories and storytellers from around the world. First up, we have the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is regarded as one of the earliest surviving works of literature. This epic poem tells the story of Gilgamesh, a king who goes on a quest for immortality, and is a prime example of how storytelling has been used to explore universal themes like life, death, and the pursuit of happiness. Moving on to Beowulf, which is one of the most famous works in Old English literature. This epic poem tells the story of Beowulf, a hero who battles monsters and dragons to protect his people. It's a classic tale of good versus evil, and has inspired countless adaptations in popular culture. And of course, we can't forget about the Arabian Nights, which is a collection of Middle Eastern and South Asian tales that have been passed down through generations. These stories are filled with magic, adventure, and romance, and have captivated audiences for centuries. Now let's talk about some of the famous storytellers who have left their mark on the world of storytelling. Homer, who is credited with writing the Iliad and the Odyssey, is known as the father of Western literature, and his works have influenced countless writers throughout history. Shakespeare, who needs no introduction, is another legendary storyteller whose works have stood the test of time. His plays are still performed to this day, and his writing has had a profound impact on the English language. And last but not least, we have the Brothers Grimm, who collected and published some of the most famous fairy tales in the world. Their stories have been adapted into countless films, TV shows, and books, and have become a staple of childhood. Now I could go on and on about all the amazing stories and storytellers out there, but I want to hear from you. What are some of your favorite stories and storytellers? Let me know in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. As we dive deeper into the art of storytelling, let's explore some techniques that can take your stories from good to great. First up, character development. It's important to create well-rounded characters with unique personalities and motivations that drive the plot forward. Next, plot structure. A strong beginning, middle, and end will keep your audience engaged and emotionally invested in the story. And let's not forget about setting. The right location can add depth and dimension to your story. Now, if you want to become a better storyteller, there are a few things you can do. Practice makes perfect, so write, and write some more. Read widely to expose yourself to different writing styles and genres. And most importantly, find your own voice. Don't be afraid to experiment and take risks with your storytelling. But hey, I don't have all the answers. I want to hear from you. Share your own tips and techniques for storytelling in the comments below. Let's build a community of talented storytellers together. Storytelling has been around since the dawn of time. From cave paintings to epic poems, stories have been used to entertain, educate, and inspire. And you know what? They're still just as relevant and important today as they were thousands of years ago. Pause. In fact, I'd argue that they're even more important now thanks to the power of digital media. You see, storytelling has always been about connecting with people. It's about taking them on a journey, making them feel something, and leaving them with a message or a lesson. And now with platforms like YouTube and podcasts, we have the ability to connect with people all over the world. We can tell our stories to a global audience, and we can do it in a way that's engaging, entertaining, and informative. But it's not just about the technology. It's about the stories themselves. And I can tell you from personal experience that storytelling has the power to change lives. When I was in college, I took a creative writing class, and it changed everything for me. I had always loved writing, but this class showed me that I could actually make a career out of it. It opened up a whole world of possibilities for me. And that's the thing about storytelling. It has the power to inspire us, to challenge us, and to help us see the world in a new way. Whether it's a fictional story or a true life tale, a good story can make us feel like we're not alone in the world. It can help us understand other people's experiences and perspectives. And that's why storytelling is so important in advertising too. When you're trying to sell a product or a service, you're not just selling the thing itself. You're selling the story behind it. You're selling the idea that this thing will make someone's life better or easier or more enjoyable. You're telling a story that people can see themselves in. So, whether you're a writer, a marketer, or just someone who loves a good story, remember that storytelling is still relevant and important today. It's a way for us to connect with each other, to learn from each other, and to make sense of the world around us. And who knows? Maybe your story will be the one that changes someone's life. Now that we've explored the many facets of storytelling, from its rich history to the art of crafting a compelling tale, I hope you're feeling as inspired as I am. Storytelling is so much more than just a form of entertainment. It's a means of connecting with others, sharing our experiences and perspectives, and ultimately, building empathy and understanding. So whether you're a writer, a filmmaker, or just someone who loves a good story, I encourage you to explore your own storytelling abilities and see where they can take you. Who knows? You might just be the next great storyteller of our time. And with that, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed this exploration into the world of storytelling, and I can't wait to see where your own storytelling journeys take you. Until next time.